Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Miss Phins Show. I am your host, Miss Phins. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming through. Much appreciated. If you could do me a favor on your way and hit that like button for me, guys. Hit the like button. Thank you very much. Much appreciated, guys. Thank you. Welcome back to the Miss Phins Show. Guys, I'm so happy to be back. It's been a whirlwind this off season. I'm so happy that football's back, and I can't wait to continue to talk to you guys more about it. So thank you so much for coming through again. Hit that like button. So today we're gonna discuss. I'm gonna go back to a little preview of the Atlanta game versus the Dolphins at home. Our preseason game, my first preseason game. Then I'm going to go ahead and talk about training camp. Going to give you guys a little preview from when I've been there and some other stuff. And then a couple other updates for the Dolphins. So I appreciate you guys so much for coming through. Shout out to Aquavision, first in the building. Welcome, Aqua. Welcome, Timothy. Appreciate you. Good morning. Welcome. Two biggest lies I heard. Number one, Bills are winning the Super Bowl. Number two, Miss Fancy's live Monday to Friday. Yo, Sean, you're funny. You're funny, man. You're a funny man. Listen, I don't start Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till the season officially starts. Okay, and I got 3 weeks or 3.5 weeks to go when I gotta do it every single day, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. So yeah, we're gonna discuss tier tart. So stay tuned for that. I appreciate you, Aqua, for bringing it up. Let's see here. Hey, Michael K. Good morning. Bills have a better chance to win the Super Bowl than the Dolphins do. I don't know. Maybe not. Good morning, Mr. Jeff Jew. Welcome. Good morning, Lady Dolphin, Miss Phins, and everyone. How y'all doing? Check your polls. Joe Riss, one of our awesome members. Joe, thank you for continuing to support the channel, man. I appreciate you so much. Like, seriously, thank you so much, Joe. Hey, CB83 in the building. Good to see you back, Miss Phins. Phins up, chat. Yes, Phins up. How you doing, buddy? Thank you so much for coming through as well. Appreciate it. So, guys, like I said, today we're going to be just going over the preseason game that we just had. And then I'm going to give you some updates from training camp, some injury updates and things like that. Just so you guys stay up to date. There's a lot that's been going on, obviously, and a lot of it, some of you guys are going to probably tell me about it too. But before we do, guys, hit that like button. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really do appreciate you guys being here with me and obviously subscribing and all of that. Water break. Oh, so before I do, well, now that we started, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you guys. I'm gonna put in the comment section. How do you think, since we are going back over the game, how did you think our backup quarterbacks look? So I'm gonna put that in the chat here. You let me know. How did? Oh, who do you think did better? Let's see here. Who do you think better, Skyler or? There you go. So let me know, who do you think did better as our backup quarterback? Just so we can go ahead and get that ball rolling, guys. Also, too, remember, ladies and gentlemen, to please keep it clean. It is, a family-friendly show, so we love to go ahead and let the family enjoy it. You could also become a member of the family as well. So thank you so much for that. Appreciate you, appreciate you, appreciate you. Let's see, and that's pretty much it. Yeah. So let's get it going, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, Michael. Okay, I think they both have nothing to worry about. Two times they play the Dolphins, doesn't matter who the QB is. You'd be surprised. I don't think you'd want to say that, right away, because I feel like we got a pretty good team. But it's okay, no problem. So let's go over the preseason game, guys, and let me give you the kind of, where is it? Game cat. Let me pull it up here. This actually wasn't such a bad game. I was actually pleasantly surprised and I enjoyed it. I did go to the game. I know I was supposed to give the game away, but my schedule changed, so I was able to go, and I didn't get a chance to actually set it up for you guys. So, real quick, I am giving away the ticket that I got for. It's only one ticket, so sorry. But if you are local to South Florida and you want to go to the game versus the Commanders, which is this Saturday at 7:30, it's very, very easy, very, very simple. All you gotta do, I'm gonna make a post. Once I make the post, probably gonna be like a picture or something. You gotta be subscribed to YouTube, which it'll show me, and but the easiest way is through Twitter. You gotta be following me and subscribe to YouTube. So you just take a picture and then just show, subscribe that you're subscribed on YouTube. And then that way, I'm able to go ahead and put your names, everybody that qualifies, put your name in the little wheel thingy, and then um, give it out to the winner on Friday. For the Friday show, Friday morning. So you'll know by Friday. So I'm gonna post that today. So please keep an eye out on that. Again, you just gotta be subscribed on YouTube. So the easiest way for me to know, take a picture from your phone that you're subscribed on YouTube, put that and attach it on Twitter, or you can go ahead and you can go ahead and email it to me, missphins@yahoo.com, MISSPHINS, if you're able to, and then I'll go ahead and pick a winner from all that. All my morning course up. Yes, Joe, so you can stay here. Awesome. What's up, Adam? It's one of our other awesome members, man. Thank you so much for continuing to support the channel, man. I really do appreciate it. So remember, guys, if you are local and you're looking to go to the preseason game, I'm giving that ticket away. So go ahead and do that. Just follow me on Twitter and on YouTube. Let me know, and then that way I can put your name in the drawing, which I'll be doing on Friday. So just keep an eye out on that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So now let me share my screen real quick. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming through. There you go. Maybe this might be a little bit small. Hold on. Yeah, I feel like that's much better. Okay, so it wasn't such a bad game. I was actually pleasantly surprised. I was like, "Ooh, Michael Penix, he doesn't look too bad." Okay, so the way it went, if you didn't get to see it yet, um, oh, Aquavision. Thank you for that. I'm gonna talk about that in a second, real quick. Um, they scored 10-3. Then second quarter, we scored 14 points. Then third quarter, we both scored 3 points. Nobody scored in the fourth. It ended up being 13-20. Miami won, so congratulations. Michael Penix Jr. went 9 for 16, 104 yards. Skylar Thompson went 8 for 19, 95 yards, one touchdown, one interception. For rushing, Jerry McClellan, nine carries, 30 yards for Atlanta, and Jalen Wright, my flipping rookie. Let me tell you something. Jalen Wright was one of the gentlemen who I told you guys, and I was um watching because he came out of day 2 or day 3, whichever day. I happened to be visiting my mother, and I was like, "Look, we're drafting this kid. Watch." And then when we ended up drafting him, I'm not even gonna lie to you, Jalen Wright was the only player I was actually excited when we drafted him. When we drafted Jalen Wright in that fourth round pick, 120 out of Tennessee, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I was so stacked because I was so happy. The minute I saw him, I'm like, oh my God, this kid just absolutely reminds me of like a mixture between A10 and Mostert, really more like a miniature. Not that he's not already miniature, but like a Tyreek that can carry the ball because he's so fast. This is my favorite pick of the draft. Absolutely, my favorite pick of the draft is Jalen Wright, and I'm so glad that right now we're able to go and see um what he's capable of for everybody. So I thought it was pretty awesome. I was like, man, I'm super excited. I'm super excited. So congratulations to him. 10 carries, 55 yards, one touchdown. And then for receiving yards, Tanner Connor did 3 receptions, 70 yards for us. And Blair did 2 receptions, 45 for Atlanta. Obviously, you can see, come on, man, we were going to win that game the entire time. Even though there was a little error in that first quarter, but we were Gucci. Total yards, 226 for them, 265 for us. Two turnovers for each team, and we had 13 first downs. They had 10. Time of possession was practically the same. Not even a big deal. So, okay. So now that's pretty much a recap. What did I like to see out of this? I did like to see Patrick Paul. I was happy with his performance. I got to see a little bit more, but so far, Patrick Paul has showcased himself to do really well in both that preseason game and also in um at practice. So very happy about that as well. Very, very happy with the way that I saw Patrick Paul and what he had to bring to the table. So that's a good thing because I was like, on him. I'm happy that he's actually producing. So he just needs to continue to produce, and I think we should be fine. Okay. Now there are certain things that I did want to go ahead and bring up to you guys. We do have some injuries, ladies and gentlemen. So let me go ahead and give you the injury report. Da, 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 da. Soccer bagger. Miami Dolphins. Miami, Miami, Miami Dolphins injuries. Here you go. And you guys know I like ESPN. It's just easier to read, so that's why I do it. Okay. As of 2 days ago, Cam Brown, our linebacker, injury reserve. Dolphins plays linebacker Cam Brown undisclosed on the reserved injury list on Monday. Grayson Murphy was placed on the reserve injured list on Monday due to a knee injury. Poyer, who has been essentially kind of missing from practice. David Furones of the South Florida Sun Sentinel reported Poyer was practicing drills on Monday with a club/cast on his right hand. So we gotta keep an eye out on that. Let's see how he ends up doing. Phillips, as you guys know, was activated. Thank God. Thank God from the pup list on Monday as well. He's been looking good. He's been looking solid. Listen, I was there yesterday for a training camp. It was hot as heck. And holy smokes. It just made me so happy to see him out there. Now, is he 100%? I don't think so. I'm actually a little bit worried that they might try to push him to come in week one. I would feel better if we maybe held him out for a couple of weeks before we brought him in. It is an Achilles heel injury, and you don't want him to re-aggravate it. So that's one of the major things I'm a little bit concerned on. But Phillips, ladies and gentlemen, he was looking good. He was looking good, and I was very happy about that. So you're gonna have to just keep keep an eye out on him and his progression. They are practicing today, from last time I heard, unless due to weather they might cancel it. They almost canceled yesterday, and ended up not canceling yesterday, but they cancel any like autographs or anything like that, which was a bummer because man, I really wanted to film the rest of my football, but it's okay. Odell Beckham Jr., ladies and gentlemen, am I concerned about his injury? A little tiny bit. Let me explain. He right now has been out for a couple of days. Well, actually, longer than that. He's still technically on the pup list. And Tua did mention that he has thrown the ball to him. However, OBJ has been stationary. So he hasn't been really doing like routes or anything like that. And I don't know how I feel about that. I'm almost a little concerned. Only because, is he gonna be ready for week one? Now, granted, we know we'll never get the Giants version of OBJ because he's an older man dealing with a ton of injuries, but he's still got a lot left in the tank, or at least that's what we're hoping for. And from what I'm seeing here, it looks like he could be back, but we'll see. We'll absolutely see. Let me check on my little my little poll here before I continue. Okay, so I asked you that. Who did better in our preseason, Skyler or Mike? 77% of you guys said Skyler, 22% said Mike, so I'm glad to hear that. I'm going to ask another question because obviously I feel like this is important. Are you satisfied with our backups, QB, or bring in new? So, and new satisfied. Okay, so go ahead and answer that for me, guys. I just kind of want to gauge where you guys are at when it comes to our backup QBs because I know they're obviously very important for us, and I just wanted to go ahead and make sure that we kind of talk about it because it is important. But I did like that at least Tua has been working with OBJ, so that's also a good thing. And here, according to Matt McDaniel on Monday, that Beckham, undisclosed, won't practice this week, so he'll be out all this entire week. Excuse me, as well. Aaron Brewer, ladies and gentlemen, head coach Matt McDaniel told reporters Brewer did not play in Friday's game. We kind of saw that due to his hand injury. That's a little bit concerning, obviously, because we need to. Well, we brought him here to be our center, so we gotta see exactly what ends up happening with him. Keon Smith, if you guys were there or watched the game, torn ACL, out for the season. What a shame, man, because I felt really bad for him. He was actually one of our good depth pieces that I was very happy that we brought back. But man, to see him get injured like that in the first preseason is a super bummer. Super bummer for us. So I wanted to go ahead and give you guys that that list. And in case you're wondering, here is a look at the depth chart. Only the main guys that we have, because right now you can go ahead and take a look at it for the offense, and then I'll show you defense in a second. So I got a couple other stuff that I want to go ahead and go over with you guys. And then also, we do have a little bit of time, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link if you guys want or have something specific to say. Definitely go ahead and come and say it up here. I'm taking calls today. Now, one of the things more than anything else that I thought it was kind of interesting is Tua actually called out the offensive line. But what do you mean, Miss Phins? Let me explain. He didn't actually call them out. He said he's calling out the fact that our offensive line needs to get healthier. And he actually wants the offensive line to play this upcoming game. And I was like, what? So Tua is actually is advocating for the starters to play something this upcoming game. So if you are a winner of the giveaway of the preseason game that I'm giving away, it's just one ticket. But it is in a lower level, I believe. Yeah, lower level in the 130s. So yeah, lower level. So it's a 100s level. Okay. Preseason game, and you're able to go ahead and go watch it live. It is Saturday at 7:30. So I'm giving that one away, and all you gotta do is take a screenshot that you are subbed on YouTube, post that on Twitter, and tag me in it so I know that you want to be put into the raffle. It's 100% free. And that way I can gather everybody's name between today and essentially Friday morning for a Friday show. I will be doing the live spin the wheel for whoever wins so they can go ahead and go. Okay. But yeah, so he's actually advocating for the what do you call it? The offensive line to get healthy and for the starters to also play. So right now, as you can see, Isaiah Wynn is still out, and Brewer is questionable because of his hand injury. So what has happened is we had Liam Eichenberg to play right guard this season, but because of the injury to Brewer, Eichenberg has had to step in as center, and has actually made Jack Driscoll having to be the right guard. Driscoll doesn't maybe might be okay at right guard. But I don't know how I feel about it. I did see him yesterday in the practice. He didn't do too bad, but I did see a couple times he did get manhandled, so I'm a little bit concerned about that. We gotta go ahead and see. What's up, Bones in the building? How you doing, Bones? We got JC out of Bills Mafia. He's also back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, we got Share Bear. Good morning, Share Bear. Sweet Emotions. Love that song. Absolutely love that song. Miss Fence, is this a paper ticket? Running out of toilet paper, and this will make it great. Would be perfect after a pinch. No, it is online. So I will be emailing you the tickets, guys. You're hilarious. What up, Lance? Welcome, welcome, buddy.
Morning. How are you this morning?
It is. Hey, it's a great morning because we're alive. If not,
Hey, there you go.
The alternative is, a little darker.
Yeah.
Oh, but no, I'm good. I'm good. Well, how about you, sir?
I'm okie dokie heading to Houston.
Nice. Me too. Come week whatever that
From
we end
Detroit.
up playing them. From Detroit. Okay, so that's Houston. Okay, you're coming south. Okay. Good morning,
Yep.
Josh. Welcome, welcome. Hey man, that's gonna be a long haul, so I get it. I appreciate you coming through. Thank you for hitting the like button. Well, right now, what do you think of what I just mentioned about Tua and and kind of pointing out that he wants the starters to play this game and the O line to actually get healthier.
Well, we definitely need the O line healthier. That's without question. And from what I heard about Tua, I mean, I'm almost excited to see him play.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah. There were a couple plays. I was there yesterday in the preseason at training camp. There were a couple plays when I'm like, "Ah, that's a sack. That's a sack." And I try to keep up on Twitter, but they kind of do the play so fast, and I'm like, my fingers weren't typing fast enough.
Right.
But there were some that were sacks, and then I did see him take a couple of checkdowns to the flat, which wasn't too bad. He did make a couple really great throws in the middle of the field, but those he let go real fast. Like he knew exactly where he was going. The minute he hiked that ball, it
Right.
was a bullet. And I mean bullet. I'm not talking about no, I'm talking bullet to the receiver, I believe, coming into
Well,
the inside pattern or
he's
something like
always
that.
done that. He's
Yeah.
always done that pretty well. I
Which is
mean,
good that he's still able to do it.
yeah.
Remember, he shifted weights, so he lost a lot of weight, and I can definitely see. But I feel like he transferred the weight into more muscle and leaner muscle. That's what it seems like to me. Like, yeah, he might have dropped in poundage, but I think it was more like more blubber that was melted down, and he looks like he's
Right.
got more muscle. And I like seeing that. I like seeing that. His footwork
Well,
yesterday was also
sometimes
pretty good.
they say you got to gain. You got to put fat on and then start working out to gain the muscle and then lose the weight.
Yeah, to give it the food it needs essentially,
Right.
because muscle burns through
Because you
fat
need the
quickly.
fat. Right. But you need the
Yeah,
fat to grow the muscle, from what I understand too.
yeah. So that was pretty cool seeing him there. There were a couple throws that were interceptions that I was like, come on to him, man.
Oh,
Um,
right.
there were that, and
Yeah.
I wrote them down. They
Yeah.
were
I think we're all hypocrites.
hypocrites. How?
I think we all are.
How?
Because I'm saying because they gave everybody's giving Skyler such crap, and we still won the game. And I've seen Tua play worse with number ones.
That's a fair comment. I can't even argue with you, man. I can't even argue with you.
But
So many people that do that.
but we criticize Tua when we do it, but when somebody else, it goes back and forth. You had a bad day. That's what they say. Tua had a bad day. Well, Tua has a lot of bad days. He has a lot of good days.
That is true.
He has
I mean, I
more.
get
He
it.
has more mediocre days, but
Middle of the yeah. Well, you also have to think about this too. Tua also has more opportunity, so it's like, come on, guys, like we
right,
know this. He's obviously gonna have more bad days and more good days and more mid days because he's got more reps. It's down to the numbers. You know what I mean? It's down to the number. What's up, AP Ryan? Welcome, buddy. Welcome. Oh man. My condolences to your motor, sir. Your mower. Hopefully he can repair it. But yeah, it's just for me. Yesterday, seeing Tua and him playing, it was more 50-50 for me. But I did see his feet got a little quicker. I did notice that.
no, that's good.
He was making some good decisions. Obviously, I think he stared down his receivers, which is why the balls were intercepted. Because I'm
Did
not gonna lie to you, I even knew where he was gonna throw the ball, and I'm in the stands, and I'm like, that's gonna get up. There it is, picked, or it was just about to be picked, and it's like, come on, man. So,
well, they have our number when it comes to that. They know,
yeah,
it's that's why they need to start, doing pro style, throw some pro style in there and mix it up. But
that
two
would
is
be
not really
interesting.
two is not really good with pro style. So
He hasn't been asked to. See, the same argument I
But
gave
yeah,
Gesicki
I was
about
gonna
blocking is the
say.
same thing I will give Tua. So it's kind of unfair. Not unfair,
Yeah,
but it
right.
would be. It's kind of like, can you expect something out of someone if you've never asked them to do that?
And that's
So
kind of McDaniel's fault
it is,
for
and
not putting it in there.
it is because they want to see quick results. We're in the habit of we need to see quick results instead of fully developing. And you know what? This is the way that they put their quarterbacks in the best position forward to get the best results in the short term. Does that mean it's going to be the best results in the long term? We got to wait and see. But at least for now, that's what they kind of went through. Um, so yeah, so that's essentially it. But for me, I thought it was interesting that he wants to play the starters. He wants to play this upcoming game. He wants to get his feet wet, and he feels like the starters need to play. And more than anything, what shocked me it wasn't shocking. It's just the fact that he acknowledged it in public. Was the fact that he said, "Yeah, our O line needs to get healthier." Which I mean, I don't blame him. I mean, look at what we're dealing with right now, which is why I have it up here so people can see our O line right now. Not looking too great. Now, Teron Armstead has been practicing limitedly, but
I don't want I don't want him in there.
but the thing is, like, if we don't have Isaiah Wynn, Robert Jones, he was actually pretty good. If I'm not mistaken, Jones got the or he was 65, so he got the orange jersey yesterday because he did well the day before. So it's good that we have Robert Jones to back Isaiah Wynn, but it depends. Is Wynn gonna come back? Is he gonna be effective when he comes back? And then
Well,
right now, this Aaron Brewer part, that's the part that's like the worst in my opinion.
I don't hold my breath with him, but I heard we got the guy that sits behind Armstead is pretty good.
Patrick
That
Paul, our rookie.
Patrick. Yeah.
So Patrick Paul, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't already know, Patrick Paul was our second round pick.
Pick.
We picked him 55th overall out of Houston. Huge man. I think he's 6'7", 250. Like, he is huge, ladies and gentlemen. And I mean huge. So he's definitely one of the players that I liked what I see, but I gotta see some more. You know what I mean? Sometimes these rookies, they just
Right.
the situation.
He just had a really good day.
Yeah, it just he went versus third stringers and second stringers
Right.
and fourth stringers. Let me see you go versus the first stringers. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I
Was he
saw
one of Armstead picks?
he'll do it. For me, when we
Because
picked
I
him,
know
the only
Armstead had
thing.
a few.
Well, I don't know about him as a pick, but I know that Patrick Paul, the minute we drafted him, I'm like, this is Teron's replacement. That's instantly the initial. Then my initial thought was, this is Armstead's replacement. So I'm like, okay, but he also
Is
has
he
some
quick?
injuries.
Is he
His
quick?
footwork, his footwork is good. I feel like it still needs to be developed more. But what I like the most is that he's a bulldozer.
Right.
So he actually can get a man upright and push him down the line. So I did appreciate that about his game, and
Is he
that's what
fast?
I saw when I saw him in the preseason game and what I've been seeing in practice. So I like
Is
that.
he a
That
fast
part I
runner
do like.
or
I wouldn't say a
is he a
super
fast
fast
runner?
runner. No, I don't
I
think
mean,
he's a no.
for his position.
For his position, I mean, I do see him getting into that second level blocking that helps with the run game, but I just I wouldn't put him as like a super fast runner. I actually think he's very comparable to Teron Armstead. Similar build and the way that he plays kind of reminds me like a younger Teron Armstead. But like Jose says it here, it's the aggression Paul plays with that I love. Yeah, like he can definitely he will bulldozer somebody, and I like that. That's what you need in your left tackle. It's literally the most important percent. Well, for us, is right tackle, but Austin Jackson's got that on lock, so we're not worried about that part at least. Because we got the
I need
lefty
to find
QB.
a new stream.
I know what.
A new stream. The one that I used last year, they're starting to charge now. It was a free stream, so I'm trying to find another one.
To
So if
watch
anybody
the
knows of any
games?
good ones, yeah,
Oh, I don't know. I know that YouTube TV and local channels you can take a look at. NFL Plus,
yeah, they charge.
maybe. Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. I don't want to get canceled
Right,
either or stricken.
I know.
I'm already in prison,
On the
by
down,
them,
already
so I
put it on
don't
the
need.
down low.
I don't need. Reach out to him personally. Do not put nothing on there because I will have to take it off. But yeah. So another thing too, Tier Tart cut from the team. Apparently he was rumored not to be in shape for camp. Like he hasn't really been like prepared physically for camp. And there were some other guys that actually stepped up into the plate for practice. Um so yeah, I'd be the same side for Joe. You better reach out to him separate. Don't do this. Cause I can't. I need what do you call it? I need to keep my channel up, man, because they're already coming for me. So, but yeah, Tier
Man,
Tart, out of it looks like he was rumored to be out of shape when he came to camp. Hasn't been looking good, which is another reason why he was cut. I know that Alkovich had mentioned earlier that he was very surprised Tart got released, but it looks like he wasn't physically prepared for it, and that was something that they were a little bit concerned about. Um, Nose tackles are never really in shape. I get it, but I guess he was way off of what they were expecting at the time to be, and it just didn't work out for some reason. So yeah, so they ended up going ahead and just trading him. So this is the defense, ladies and gentlemen. Another thing too,
is there
we
any good offensive linemen?
left out there
Is there
for
any
us to
good
pick up.
offensive linemen we can get?
I can't even tell you, man. Like
Because I
I'd have
can't
to
think of
actually
any,
think.
but
I can't. I think everybody that was available is already taken,
is gone.
and that's why I'm like, I don't even know what to tell you. Like at this point, it looks like we're kind of stuck with who we have, which it's not that scary at all. It's all right.
Kind of scary.
Yeah. Greer had his chance to address the line and didn't.
Yeah,
We built through the draft. That's all I'm gonna say.
right.
Now there is one thing though. For defensive line, depth. Right now they're doing pretty good. Our
Pretty
D
good.
line's
Well, they
looking
were good last
good.
year.
But our defense is always good. That's why I'm never worried about the defense. But Benito Jones, Peely was looking good. Even Neville Gallimore was looking good. Deshaun Ham was also looking good. So that's one thing, the depth. And the reason why I'm bringing them up is because Miami Dolphins, ladies and gentlemen, one thing, and it's funny, I was talking to Finsanity last week, and one of the things was our depth. What is our depth looking like? Because you saw at the end of the season last season, man, our depth broke. Our starters broke down, and our depth had to play, but then it wasn't good. It wasn't enough to get us over the hump. Let me put it
You
that way.
see, I feel like like the end of last year when everybody was hurt, all the second stringers and third stringers is who we have as starters this year.
Because we didn't really pick up nobody new. Like, I don't know. I don't know what else to tell. We
I
just
mean,
re-signed their backups and made them starters. Like,
yeah,
hey, what's up,
yeah. I mean,
Max? It's the first time. Hey, first time seeing you. Nice Jordans. Worst isn't even been this past 4 or 5 years as far as player condition and fitness. These players are weak and it's an embarrassment. Hey man, I get it. We hold these players at a higher standard. You're a professional football player and you're not ready for the season. Like, come on, man, you get paid hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars. This is literally your job to be prepared, and you're not prepared. Come on, like, mm, you know. But yeah, our depth definitely has kind of jokingly become our starters. But even the depth that we do have, like you see, Sealer, you got Jonathan Harris here and Neville Gallimore. Neville Gallimore did really well in the preseason game, ladies and gentlemen. Peely was looking good as well. Deshaun Hand has been making really good plays as well, so that's always a good thing. Even though Benito Jones did miss a couple of practice, he's still looking good. He looked good in the preseason game, so I'm glad to see that. As far as our backups, because in my opinion, in order for us to make a deep run in the playoffs, because later, I don't know about you, I can't. There is no make the playoffs and that's it. There is no make the playoffs and win one game and that's it. No, 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 no. This is you got to get to the AFC Championship year. Period. For all the money we just paid to plus Tyreek that we restructured or reworked his contract, we didn't really extend it. We just restructured it within the same years that he was there, just guaranteed more of the money. Gave him, I think, another $56 million, which he was happy about. We better be getting to the AFC Championship. And you know what? Some people may call me delusional when I say Dolphins getting to yes. Dolphins get into the championship. You're not about to come out here and tell me there is no way on earth the Dolphins don't make the what do you call it? Um what's that thing called? Oh, the AFC Championship after all these moves we just made. Because then to me, we just wasted money. So
we
that's my
better.
problem.
That's
That's you know what I mean.
I still have my optimism about it, but I still don't like. I think we win at most 10 games, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hope
And
I'm wrong.
dude, seriously. And Timothy says, "Good morning, Timothy. The D line surprised me in a good way last Friday. Yes, I like the D line, and those were the backups, which is why, again, I'm harping on them. That shout out to Anthony Weaver to putting his guys in the best position. Obviously, again, they weren't playing against number ones. We know this in context. But if you're playing at the same level with the same level people that you're playing against, then it's a non-starter for me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like these
Be
are
better.
second, third stringers playing versus second and third stringers, and they dominated. Okay, that's a good thing. Now let's see you in that next level when you're playing against the second and first stringers. So that way I'm like, okay, boom, let's go ahead and get you, what do you call it? Get you to that next step. Can you now play versus the consistently well versus the
Well,
second stringers or even the starters.
can we play
So
second stringers against second stringers throughout the season?
no, I mean you
No,
do
I know.
here and there as backups because they a lot of teams switch
Right.
guys in and out. But for the most part, you're going to be playing the starters. So our guys are going to be playing the starters, but you know that our backups are also going to have opportunities too. Aquavision says a good point here. Miss Fitz, if you recall before Wilkinson Davis interior D line was a huge issue. Are we headed in that way all over again? Mm, I don't want to say 100%. No, I don't think. I think that we got a stopgap. I know we don't have a Wilkins or Davis, but it's kind of like if this was a dam. Some water is still getting through, but at least most of it, like it was before when Wilkins and Davis left, and everything, all the water was flushing through. With the guys that we got, it's kind of like a stopper. You still get some water getting through, but for the most part, it's very minimal. So these guys, for the level of talent that they are, I'm okay with them for now. Obviously, none of this matters until game one when we play the Jaguars. At the end of the day, you know me, I am a week one. Let's see what's going on. You know what I mean? But we gotta
I
see.
heard. I heard. The Jets just got rid of. What's his name? Right, starts with an R. Defensive guy.
I know who you're talking about, but shout out to oh thanks. Shout out to Finsanity bringing us some content in here real quick. She says Dolphins just signed former FSU defensive tackle Robert Cooper. Okay, so this puppy's gonna get. Let me see if it'll update. Let's go. Now remember, ladies and gentlemen, it's another thing. A lot of people we know right now we have around 88 players signed. But the countdown date is at 4 p.m. on August 27th, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Hassan Reddick. There you go. Thanks,
There it is.
Aquavision. Hassan Reddick. I'm like, it
That'd be
was
nice if
coming.
we can get him. Won't happen, but hey,
It's okay. But
he would want revenge.
thank you for insanity. It's been reported by Barry Jackson that we signed that young man. Hey, I'll take it. You know what I mean? I'll take it. Clearly, they wanted to see some other guys. But August 27th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, ladies and gentlemen, all 32 teams in the NFL have to cut down their rosters from 90 down to 53.
You think
Then,
Brooks is gonna go?
oh man, practice squad. That's what I'm thinking. But then after that, after all the guys clear waivers, teams are able to go ahead and sign players to their 16-man practice squad. Practice squad.
Because I think that new running back that we got is going to take his place easily.
Oh, you mean
he might even take Wes.
My best pickup of the draft, Mr. Jalen Wright, 4th rounder.
Yep.
Out of Tennessee. Oh yeah, Jalen Wright. Oh my God, I couldn't even. I blushed just thinking about him because I'm like, I knew it. I saw it. I knew it. I knew the kid, and I'm like, this guy is.
He may be the next Brees Hall
player. I don't even know about Brees Hall, man. I'm telling you, he's like a hybrid for me between Mostert and Tyreek. Or Mostert and Achane, man. Like, I'm telling you, I really like him. I really, really like him. Has anyone seen Mark? No, I'm not. Not yet. He was here a couple of weeks ago, but you're funny. Now, I did want to bring you this news, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know, but I guess this is breaking news for you. Yesterday, and I saw this. Shout out to Dan Mitchell from Roundtable Sports, man. I watched a little bit of his live when I had a little chance. Matt Milano, ladies and gentlemen, has a torn bicep. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Milano has a torn bicep. Now you're getting conflicted info here and there because some people say, yeah, you can still play. You just got to tape it a certain way. A lot of players do play with it. But I thought it was very interesting. With that torn bicep, I was like,
I don't know, because if you tear that even more,
yeah.
When did we play Jets?
We played Jets. We played Jets at the end of the season. So the Jets, we actually play week 14, ladies and gentlemen, and week 18.
So he'll be okay by then.
You know Matt Milano plays for the Bills, right? Not the
Yeah,
Jets.
yeah.
We play the Jets week 14.
Oh, yeah, right.
We play the Bills week 2. That's a Thursday night football game.
Oh,
I will be there. And then we play the Bills again week 9. I don't think he'll be available for Thursday night. I
no,
don't
he
think
won't be
Matt
on the
Milano
first
will
one.
not be available for that first or second week matchup between us on September 12th at 8:15 p.m. on my birthday weekend. Um, I think that maybe week 9 he might be there, but I don't think he'll be there anytime prior to that as well. Cause yeah,
Oh, that's
it's horrible.
that's a
Milano is
benefit.
toxic. I still think he's one of the dirtiest players in the league, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Mike White still has night PTSD from him still.
Seriously, like breaking his ribs and everything, like it was awful. You don't stand the sideline with a torn bicep. You're right. Let's see here. You're right, Michael K. You don't, but
He
if
won't be
you
as strong.
exactly, he won't be as effective, if you will.
Yeah, that's
And
the word.
he will eventually need to get surgery. Which,
Yep.
regardless whether he does it now or later, he's still gonna be missing out. Um, Timothy says, Amar St. Brown played the whole season with a torn something. I forgot what he tore. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's not good. I'll tell you that. It's definitely not good to have anything torn. Um, as far as it comes to it. But yeah, I just want to go point out that our D line, I'm liking what I'm seeing from them. Let's see here. Now, Kamara did miss 4 practices. Aaron Brewer, like I told you, with he's still listed to miss a couple of weeks. Waddle is back from his injuries, ladies and gentlemen. Thank God. He's been doing
Right.
some route running.
What about
What
Barrios?
the Barrios? So Barrios. Let's see what I got here. Oh, here's the schedule too. Oh, this is the Bills one? Yes, it is. Of course, I'd have the Bills one up. Barrios, they're examining his elbow too. He took a helmet in the area doing precisional drills. What is it, drills? Um, Judo missed most of last season with that injury. I know that they were looking at it from what Dan said yesterday. It's the doctor. There's some doctor that actually posted on X that talked about it, that it was a tear. So we gotta see. I mean, it's not gonna be official until the team officially says it, but based, I guess, on that doctor, like virtual examination, I guess. That's what he concluded. But at the end of the day, we won't see. Regardless, it just lets you know he just got back from injury, and now he might be sidelined a few more weeks. He might be available for week 1. We don't know. It just depends on how he decides to deal with that. As far as Waddle with his minor injury, he is back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank God. I am happy about that because we definitely needed Waddle to come back. Um, but I still don't think he's at 100%. And I don't think that they're going to want him to put him, too much out there in this upcoming game because, again, you want him to fully heal before you get into it. The same thing with Phillips, in my opinion.
So that's
I
my
don't.
thing with Phillips. I think he's pushing himself.
I think so too, and I'm actually kind of concerned because the last thing
Yep.
you want is a major setback. It's an Achilles heel tendon,
Yeah.
and those things are very. Once you tear it, it's already weak. No matter how much you repair it, it's already weak.
Can
So
he?
you,
Did he get the operation already?
I thought that's what he did last season after he got it.
He 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 should have gotten what do they call that? Because all the quarterbacks usually get it in college before they come to the NFL. It's a common. I forgot what they call it.
Tightrope surgery.
Tightrope.
Didn't Tua get tightrope surgery on both of his
I think
ankles?
so. I think so.
Yeah. So, but yeah. Tightrope. Yep. Delusional said, "What's up, Delusional? Good morning, buddy. Appreciate you." Yeah. So we gotta see at the end of the day. But I thought that was very interesting. Matt Milano, somebody in our division, to have that. Let me check on this post that I put in here, and I wanted to get you guys'. I asked, do you think we need? Are you okay with the players we have now, or do you think we need? And I mean quarterbacks, backup quarterbacks. Do you think we need new ones? And it looks like this thing is not gonna tell me what the results were. Let me refresh it real quick. Hold on a second. Okay, so 60% of you guys said that you're not satisfied with our backup quarterback play, and that that you would prefer to bring in someone new. 39% said satisfied. So it was very interesting.
Those
Do you
are all the
agree?
two and ears. That's all the two and ears.
This is for backup. This is nothing to do with the
I
starter.
know.
Like I don't
Well,
understand how
I'm
to.
saying that's the two and ears saying that because they hate Skyler.
I don't know. I don't think. I don't think so like that. But I mean, at the end of the day, I still think I want to develop Skyler more, whether people like it or not. I don't care if you don't like my take on that. Like, it is what it is. He did it. Okay.
Hey, the way I look at it, as many bad games as Tua had, I mean, they should give Skyler a chance too. Yeah, he didn't play great. I mean, he still won us the game, but that's just how
Yeah.
I feel. I mean, we can get rid of Mike White. I don't care about that.
Well, it would save us, I think, like two and a half, maybe $3.5 million if we were to call him. So we'll see. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is
Yep.
what it is. But ladies and gentlemen, and I already had somebody. Thank you. So just to recap real quick before we get out of here, and I appreciate you coming up here, Lance. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm giving away the Washington Commanders game ticket, our preseason ticket for the Washington Commanders game. That'll be for this Saturday at 7 p.m. Oh, I got it confused with 7:30 over here. So this Saturday at Hard Rock Stadium at 7 p.m. will be the Washington Commanders game. If you're local and you want to go, I only have one ticket, but if you want to go, it is in the 100 section. I think it's 130 something. I gotta double check. I'm not sure, but yeah, it is 100% free. You don't have to do anything. Like, you don't have to pay anything. But if you do want to be considered, you just have to take a screenshot that shows that you're subbed to my YouTube channel, and then post that and tag me on Twitter. So that way I know that you are both follow me on Twitter and also follow me and subscribe to YouTube as well. Steve, good morning, Steve. He says, Lance, what are you watching?
What am I watching?
I don't know. I guess I don't know. Maybe because of the backup quarterback thing you said?
Maybe. Oh, because I said Tua had worse games?
No.
Maybe.
Steve was here before. Maybe. I don't know. Chase Claypool NFL career is over, in my opinion. Timothy says, I did see he get cut from the Bills. That was very interesting. Getting cut, it's sad because he had a good talent. I don't know why it's not coming back to that same kind of talent, you know what I mean? But it happens, ladies and gentlemen. So if you want to, Friday, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be making a post on Twitter and a post on YouTube. If you want to go ahead and join that, The drawing will be Friday morning when I do my show, so that way I can give it away for that day. The game is Saturday. So it's Saturday at 7 p.m. If you want to be part of it, go ahead and screen that puppy up and then just tag me on it. He didn't get cut. He was put on IR. You know what, Finsanity? I appreciate it. So the truth is he was put on the injury list, IR. But from my understanding, they're looking to do a injury settlement out to release him to allow him to maybe perhaps get on another team. So you are correct. He was put on IR. And they are looking to do it to release him due to injuries. So they'll do the settlement, and if they end up doing it, and then that way he'll go ahead and be released. And it'll give him enough time to be able to go ahead and see if he can get an opportunity in a different team. So it just varies. You know what I mean? It just varies. That's all. What else? What else? What else? I did have. That was pretty much it, ladies. That was the updates, ladies and gentlemen. Those were the updates that I had. Anything else that you guys wanted to discuss? Cause gave you the post game show, I guess, if you will, of the Friday game, their preseason game, and then now, looking forward to all the updates for training camp. Any questions, guys? Anything else that you guys may have? Lance, anything that you've seen so far, even if it was a preseason game that stood out to you the most?
I didn't get to see it.
You didn't get to see it? Oh man,
No,
I saw it live. It was actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it was actually pretty good. There was some stuff that kind of frustrated me, but
I was listening to TD on his show for it.
Okay. So what did you hear from TD then? From his show. So you heard the game essentially.
Yeah,
Because I know he does a great play-by-play. So you heard the game, but you didn't see it. So from hearing the game, what did you get out of it?
That our defense showed up and our offense did mediocre to basically poor.
Okay.
Overall, I mean, there's a lot of, he said, Wright, what's his name?
Jalen
Wright.
We have nothing but.
Yeah, he says he loved him.
Jalen's.
He loved. He also liked the left tackle.
Patrick Paul.
Or no, right tackle. Taking over for Armstead.
Sir.
He said he was.
That would be Patrick Paul.
He's not jumping the gun on him, but.
That would be Patrick Paul. The one that's taking over Armstead, who's listed so far in the depth chart, is Patrick Paul. He's our rookie.
Yeah.
Our second-round rookie. Okay, what else?
He says he's looking forward to seeing them play.
Okay.
That he feels good about it.
I see it. Hey, what's up, Joe Levesque? Too many injuries. That is one thing I did notice. A lot of injuries.
Well, a lot of injuries, and actually, he would have. If I remember, he counted like 7 to 8 passes that were thrown
straight
good.
Drops.
Straight drop, yeah.
No. Oh, okay. I did the same thing because I was like, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
And so did
I was actually kind of yelling. Oh yeah, it happened to both quarterbacks.
Yeah.
There's a difference, and look, ladies and gentlemen, what's up, Nacho Phins? Welcome. Listen, you may not like when I say this, but you have to understand what the word means. Statistically speaking, Tua Tagovailoa is the most accurate quarterback, at least last year in the NFL. Okay, cool. However, ball placement is part of that equation.
Yep.
It's not just completion percentage. It's completion percentage and ball placement that helps with the
Talk to him.
accuracy. The ball placement is the one part that I feel like sometimes it gets a little away from him. And that's when you're seeing Tyreek in the middle trying to climb, and Waddle trying to climb ladders when they're 5'10". And I'm like,
Right.
why? Why do those little tiny guys have to do that? That's his ball placement, which to me he still needs to get better at. Every year he needs to improve. Which he does improve slightly every year.
To a degree.
To a degree he does,
Like
but he still
5%.
needs to do it more. Yeah. So now there are plenty of drops that Tua had last year. Not that many actually, but because number one drop passes was the Super Bowl winner, Patrick Mahomes, but whatever.
Right.
The drop passes, a lot of them were because the ball was either behind the receiver or too far up, that they couldn't go get it, or maybe two in front of them. So, but a lot of them were caught and some of them weren't. So they're counted as drop, but it's like, was the ball even placed within the vicinity or the catch radius of that receiver? On Friday, funny enough, I saw the balls being right here in the diamond. If you're a football player, you know exactly what that means. Right here, in your chest, in your face. There is no having to flail your arms to try to get that. Right here. This is how you're taught to get in Pee-wee football. Right here, and the balls were right there, and I'm like, they were caught and then dropped. It's like the ball was in your hand.
I heard two of them would have been touchdowns.
Yes. I'm like, the ball didn't just hit your hand because you were flailing. No. Right on your chest, right there. Caught and literally dropped. And I was like, oh, no. Oh, no. We cannot start this season with that. We can't. That does not help us whatsoever. And that goes to our wide receivers. And you know what? They all get it. I don't want to hear nothing about, it wasn't. No, they all get it. The entire wide receiver core, including Tyreek, because I think he dropped one too. So, don't get me wrong. He also, like the whole wide receiver core. This is not everybody.
But the thing is with Tyreek, when he misses, it sucks, but he can make it up. These guys you don't know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Look at Chef Jew. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
It's like the same thing with quarterbacks when they throw interceptions. I'm good with the interceptions as long as you could do something to make it up.
Push the ball down the field. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're trying something that's like, oh, snap, okay, I get it. It is what it is. But as long as you can come back in the next play and convert that first down, it's fine.
Right.
It is the next drive. It's fine. Chef Jew says, good morning, Chef Jew again. Patrick Paul could be our modern day Richmond Webb, in my opinion, possibly. He is a big boy, and I told you one of the things that I like the most about him that I saw was his ability to bulldoze his opponent. That's what his physicality is what I like the most that I saw, more than anything else. Out of the players that didn't play last weekend, who are you most excited to see? The players that didn't play in last week's game? I want to see everybody, honestly.
I don't know enough of them. I really don't know any of their names until they prove themselves. So I really don't bother.
Miss Phins, would you say Tua is elite at ball placement and accuracy? Okay, so let me again, and I think I kind of defined this, but I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah.
Accuracy is a combination of completion and ball placement. So the balls being cut. It kind of worked. They kind of work together. They kind of like flow into each other, if you will. Is he accurate? The stats tell you yes, absolutely. One of the most accurate quarterbacks. His ball placement, though, he still needs to get better at that. And he does every year, just tiny bit, tiny bit. But he just it. So, let's see here. I agree with Chef. He is learning from Butch, loving the lineberry. And Toronto said, plus he has a size, something you can't teach. Exactly, Timothy. That's good. That's good. Dos
So
Matos play in the first game.
so he's got good hands then.
In my opinion, I think so. I think so. But then again, I'm only seeing one preseason game. So
Right.
I don't want, you know what I mean? I don't want to jump. They're going to be like, oh my God. No, I'm not trying to crown him already. But from what I did see, I liked what I saw, which I was nervous when we picked him in the second round. But you know what? I was like, let me give him a chance. We got to give everybody a chance.
I mean, because
But
if
yeah.
he becomes like the freak, like Armstead, hey,
Then you did good in that draft, is what that is.
it'd be nice. Greer can actually hang one on his trophy case.
For real.
Finally.
Chubb rushing on the left side and Phillips from the right will be lethal. I agree. I think Chop Robinson is Chubb's replacement, in my opinion. He's going to get a lot of playing time, which you guys already know if you're a Phins fan. I am a proponent that the guys have to have live action reps. They have to play. They have to play real games and get that experience. That's what they got to do. Now, I just want to show you guys here in the depth chart, Jalen Wright is already slotted as the third wide receiver, running back, which to me, I said it the minute we drafted. I'm like, oh, I'm so for it. I am so for him being that third wide receiver.
That's what I
mean,
said.
running back.
I think he took what's his name's third spot. Russ?
Jeff Wilson, actually.
Jeff Wilson. Yeah.
He took Jeff Wilson's spot. Now, they don't show it here because we got actually like 6 running backs right now. Jeff Wilson, and then
Brooks will go to practice squad,
and then I think Achman might still be here. So
no, well,
yeah,
he'll probably be
depends.
Gone.
You never know, man. You never know with the way he's doing it. Chef just says Miss Phins, Lady Dolphin, Miss Phins, and Lance. If the NFL adds more games, do you feel that they should increase the roster from 53 to 58 or 60? And add another bye week. I feel like if they make it 18 weeks, you have to put in another bye week. And there is no way on earth. I don't know how them schedule makers are going to do or what computer or what. But there's no way on earth you can possibly add another week of this kind of. I mean, I guess it is going into flag football, so.
I don't think
before it fully gets there, because they do want to do 18 weeks, you got to add an extra bye week. In my opinion, you have to. If you really are all about player safety, and on top of that too, the roster absolutely needs to increase, in my opinion. And I think that all teams should carry 3 quarterbacks. Of course, all teams should carry 3 quarterbacks. Period. It should be mandatory. All teams carry 3 quarterbacks in their roster, and that third quarterback shouldn't even count towards their 53-man roster or practice squad. In my opinion, they should just be there, like as part of the plus 55 plus, and the plus is that third quarterback. In my opinion, because you're having too many injuries right now. Look at what JJ McCarthy. I was like, holy smokes, I didn't even know. And apparently the young man is out for the season, essentially. That is a bummer for him. He just got drafted, one of the higher drafted QBs. Well, too many injuries are occurring. I don't know why they super refuse to use grass versus turf. Turf sucks. We know this. And yeah, that's where we're at right now, in my opinion. What do you think, Lance?
I I just think about money. If we put it up to 60, that's more money that we could put towards better players.
Oh, the cap will absolutely have to go up.
Yeah.
And all of that would have to go up. All of that. Now I know we have Mike Harley Jr. as one of our wide receivers. Kirk McGowan as well. I did see Braxton Berrios. He looked good yesterday. He came in, did a few plays. I was like, ooh, that's a good route. Good eye. We gotta see how he ends up being. Willie Snead left a lot to be desired in that preseason game. I was actually rather upset. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, everybody was talking so good about him in practice. I was like,
Maybe
oh,
now
all
we
right,
know.
we finally
Maybe
got him.
now.
Now,
Maybe now we know why he was released from uh the Chiefs. Like, it was,
right?
you know what I mean? Joe M, what's up, Joe? He says Skylar QB3 is rightfully placed. I don't know. I would put Skylar
QB3,
at two.
hater.
As long as the money makes sense, I'm all for more players getting NFL salaries.
Right.
Believe me, their
That makes sense.
lawyers, and accountants will absolutely make sure all that's ironed out prior to even making an announcement. I promise you that. Because remember, all these owners have to approve of it. And then the NFL Player Association also has to approve on it. When the next CBA comes, all that's going to be ironed out, and it's just, and you know who ultimately wins? The lawyers. So that's essentially how that's gonna go. So hey, it is what it is. But ladies and gentlemen, man, I'm having fun. I'm having a lot of fun. I appreciate everybody that's here right now.
Hit the like.
Let, hit the like button. I don't know if there's anything else that I needed to. Hold on, I got a message here. Real quick, give me a second. You know what? I did have a question for you guys since now that we're here, and I didn't get a chance to do a Monday. We all know that we heard the "you got some more words" and we are about the offensive line, and I know that we touched on it already. But this is something that it's gonna be huge for us, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna place a poll real quick. Do you think right now, right, based on these, and I'm sure this is why I have it up so you guys can see who's what. This is our backup players right now. These are starters, quote unquote. These are the backups, second string, third string, fourth string. Do you think right now, if we had to go into the season with Liam as center, Driscoll as a right guard, and Robert Jones as left guard, do you think that that's a successful O line?
Nope.
That's what I wanted to ask, because I think that's where we're, at least that's where it's looking at. So O line with uh
It's like
what would I
like I
say?
said earlier. It's like the second stringers of last year playing first string this year.
Center, uh, Jack at right guard. Like, because it's the interior linemen, the ones that we're having issues with.
Yep.
That's the problem. Good. It's the interior O line right now. Cause look, Austin Jackson, Kendall Lamb. I'm not worried about this. Oh, Baron Matos. You know what? At this point, Matos needs to play. in my opinion. He needs to continue to play. What number? Let me see what his jersey number. Because there were a couple players that I couldn't see their jersey numbers when I was in the stands because they were kind of far away. But let me see Matos's number. Da, 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 da. 79. Is that who I saw? 79, 79. It might have been him. So I think I did see him playing yesterday at practice, but I gotta see. I gotta see. Yeah, that's so true, Lady Dolphin Miss Phins. The players and the lawyers will win that case. Trust me, they will. Let's see here. That Curtis Samuel and John 17 connection is going to be dangerous. We'll see. We'll see. CB, you're back. What's up, sir? You're looking. Hey, I'm talking O line, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna do this one more time. I got a couple minutes, real quick, before I go. If you guys want to come up here, um, we just need another center and a hybrid guard. This is the thing. At this point, we need two guards. Now we have Lester Cotton, who played backup for us last year. I'm cool with Lester Cotton being backup. You know what I mean? I think he's a decent depth piece. But when your depth piece are like you mentioned earlier, Lance, when your depth pieces end up being your starter, that's not a good look. Because that means right now, yeah, the bookends are good with Teron and Patrick Paul and Austin Jackson and Lamb. But when you got nobody in your interior, you can forget about running the ball. You absolutely can forget about running the ball because it is rough. Oh my God. What's up, CB?
Miss Fans,
Welcome.
what's good? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Is this
How's
is
how's
he
it
the one that
going?
goes on TD show? You the
Yeah.
one that goes on TD show?
Yeah, yeah, that's me. That's me.
Oh,
What's
okay.
going on? What's going
What's
on? Who
happening?
is this? Lance? What's good, Lance?
Yeah, what's happening?
Hmm.
Yeah,
So
man.
talk
I'm
to me.
a.
What you got on this?
I mean, the offensive line could use another player or two, right? Um,
Hmm.
I mean, I think the guys are playing well. They're doing the best they can. I think Butch Bear's coaching them up, right? But I think we really could use another guy who's just like solid and we don't have to worry about. Um, Now, are those guys available? I just don't know, Miss Fins. I
I
don't
don't
know
see
if
any.
Yeah, I
and
don't see any right now that
I
are
don't.
available.
I think all the good ones are gone.
Yeah, and I think what we're dealing with right now is like a shortage in really good offensive linemen in the league. I think overall talent is just down when it comes to offensive line. You can't really find, great guys, and if teams do have great guys, they don't want to give them up. They don't want to get them off their roster because they understand it's an important position. And a lot of times they aren't paying those guys big money. So it's like, hey, why would I move off a guy if I'm not paying him a ton of money?
He's not
So
costing me a lot. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
yeah, it's like
me. They should have paid Connor. We
honestly, I
could
think
have.
I think the relationship with Connor went
Was bad.
sour. Yeah. I think it went
Mm.
sour because we didn't extend him, and he felt like, hey, you guys had the opportunity to do right by me and just go ahead and pay me, and you
Right.
didn't. But it kind of worked out in the Dolphins' favor because he got hurt, right? And we don't know what his
Oh,
health is.
And
So
it's true.
the Miami Dolphins kind of know what his health is like, right? So
Hmm.
it's kind of a bad situation now. If
right.
Connor was healthy, I there's no doubt Connor would be a Dolphin right now. To me, there's no doubt he'd be a Dolphin if he was healthy.
How?
Yeah,
What?
I think so
What's?
too.
What did he screw up? I mean, what's hurt? I mean, is it
It's like legs, like
his
lower
body?
body.
Didn't he have a knee injury? Didn't he tear his
Yeah,
ACL?
I think it's knee. I think it's knee related.
Yeah, it's knee. I think it was his knee. He tore his ACL, but in such a bad way that it wasn't like a normal, like, oh yeah, it's this, and then after a few
Yeah.
months you can
So
come
I
back.
see. Yeah.
No, it
so
Well,
was
I
then
like
again,
more than that.
we have Armstead too. So I mean,
but
but
Armstead is just always
I'm not comparing them.
But Armstead's always like banged up, right? It's always like it's
Right.
never like a serious injury. It's always like a nick here, a bruise here, something
Yeah.
like that. Connor kind of had like knee reconstructive surgery almost, like to put it back together. And I think the Miami Dolphins just weren't willing to
Mm,
commit to him. And that's, it's a shot, it's a bad sign of faith when you aren't willing to extend a guy.
yeah,
But
but
sometimes it
uh,
just is what it is, and that relationship goes sour.
but then again, he was top what? Top five, three
Yeah, he was playing.
Mm,
centers.
Connor was playing great football. He's playing
yeah,
great
he was
football.
So
You're
top
right.
I
three
mean,
actually.
really, it's worth it. We get banged up players all the time.
Yeah, and I see what you're saying. I just felt like the Miami Dolphins were like, "Hey, there's a guy
I
out
see
there in
both
Aaron
sides.
Brewer." Yeah, and I think Aaron Brewer became available, and they were like, "Hey, let's go get this guy to replace Connor because we feel like this guy could be just as good or better in our system, and it'll work out for us." But now he's hurt too, so it's
Not
it's just
not with
always
those
something.
not with those snaps.
It's kind of bad because to your point, CB, he is hurt now. The guy that was supposed to be the replacement for Connor, and the
Right.
thing
Yeah,
is, and I kind of almost feel bad for Liam. He gets kind of like the short end of the stick, but people don't realize this man has played four different positions since he's
yeah,
been in the league. He has never had the opportunity to just master one position. They have been shifting this man left guard, center, right guard. I think at one point for a couple of games he played right tackle. Like it was something insane. And I'm like, you gotta also think like he's doing what he can, not able to master those skills because he's just being moved everywhere. Everybody's a different athlete. And right now
yeah.
he's being asked so much from the Dolphins that can you blame him that he's not this super stubborn. No, he's a literal jack of all trade. So that means
Yeah,
you're never gonna master any position.
and I think you're right, Miss Fins, and I think Miami Dolphin fans kind of take Liam for granted because
Mm-hmm.
whenever he's asked to go in there and fill the void or help out, he's willing to do it, and he does it at a decent rate. Now, is he going to
Mm-hmm.
be the best offensive lineman that we have
No.
up front? No, not by any means. But I mean, he's been serviceable, and he does a solid job when he's in there. Honestly, Liam he probably should be a backup right now. But the way the
No.
Miami Dolphins set up, the way we're set up offensively is that, hey, he's probably gonna have to be a starter for the time being until we find somebody to replace him. And he's solid. And I can't. That's all I can ask for is you go in there and do the best you can do, and help us win games. And he's done that.
He has. And that's why I don't bash him like other people do because for me I see it. Like he's literally being asked to do so many different roles
Yeah.
just in the drop of a hat. You know what I mean? So shout out to Butch Berry to be able to get him up to speed enough to get him to be that flexible. With the skill set. But you know what? I'll tell you this: the Dolphins would be even more screwed without Liam.
And,
And
and
why?
honestly,
Because you
Yeah.
can't find O lines, and we've been talking about that for
Right.
years now. You can't find O linemen.
yeah, man. And honestly, just to give you a little background, so my cousin Ray Herring, he played safety at Notre Dame, and he works for the university, right? So he works with the university in terms of like alumni relations, and he has a personal relationship with Liam Eichenberg. And I mean, he just tells me, hey, he's just a good dude. Like he wants to be the best he can for the Miami Dolphins. He wants to be a really good player. He's working on it. He's trying to develop. Like he goes out there every day and puts the work in. And I think that's all we can ask of these players. And there's some people who will trash guys. I'm never gonna get on here and trash anybody because these guys are NFL football players, literally the best at what they do in the world. Now they may
Mm-hmm.
not be the best in the NFL, but there's some damn good players to get to that point. So I mean, I got respect for Liam. It sucks that we can't have him be in one spot and just lock in and just get used to a spot, but he knows his role and he does the best he can, and I think that's all we can ask for.
Yeah, I agree, and to me, that's we're like you said earlier, we're kind of blessed that we're able to go ahead and have somebody that can adjust. Because if we didn't, we'd be in an even worse position with the scarcity of linemen, which is another reason why for me, I was so high on getting interior linemen. I get it, getting a replacement for Teron and Patrick Polk. I get that. But the interior O line is so critical for us. I'm not talking about other teams, for the Dolphins, because of so many different injuries that we've had, that we need somebody that we can just have anchor that position like we did when we had Robert Hunt. We never, you know this, CB, we never had to worry about the right guard position with Hunt. Why? Because the man was solid. He was literally the most consistent O lineman we had the entire time he was there. But now it's like we don't have him. We don't, we don't even
Yeah.
have our other center that we had, and his replacement got injured. Our left guard also got. It's like right now we're just in the, I would think, the worst possible position you could put, Butch Berry in, and literally having to coach up, which is why I give him the props that I do for taking those backups last year after our line was decimated and having them play decent enough to get us wins.
Right.
But that's,
Now,
that's just me.
yeah, and I get it, and that makes sense. I just like as a coach. I used to coach offensive line, and I played offensive line. Like I understand that the most important guys on the line to me, in my opinion, are like the center and the tackles. Right, center and
Mm-hmm.
tackles
Now
are
we
most
were
important to me. The center has he has the ball in his hand every single play. He's responsible for getting it to the quarterback. He's also responsible for like calling out, coverages or not coverages, but pass protections at times or calling out Mike linebacker and identifying guys. And then you have the tackles. The tackles, if they get beat on any given play, your quarterback is probably in the hospital. Like you have to be very
Mm-hmm.
careful with who you put at tackle. So I understand that my center and my tackles are going to be very important. Like we used to have question marks at tackle, right? And we used to
We did.
be like, oh, we don't know if we're going to be like, we used to have Jesse Davis, and we used to be like, yo, any given play, yo, Tua Tannehill,
to his
whoever's
favorite
back
You
there
gotta
person,
could
pray
be
for him.
to to
could
his
be
favorite
dead.
person.
Like
Oh,
we used to know that on any given play or any given Sunday, our quarterback could be at a hospital. That's not the case anymore, which is great for me. Like I love the fact that Austin Jackson is solid now. We don't have to worry about him. I like the fact that our tackle position, even though Armstead's kind of in and out, we still have
mm-hmm.
Kendall Lamb who's solid, right? And who
Yep.
can
See, I
come in
think
and fill the void. But
see,
like
I think Eichenberg's
I
better
mean
at guard.
the guards position, I mean, I feel like we can get away with having some guys there who aren't as great as we need them to be. But it would be good if we had a guy who was solid, and then the other position we were just kind of figuring it out. We were rotating in guys as we need to. But I don't want to go into the season having two guard positions with question marks.
Well,
Like
Eichenberg,
that
I
would
think
just
would
be
be good
tough.
at guard.
Yeah, he
He's
would be
better
great,
at guard.
but we
But
can't play
he's
him
got
there
those
because
T
he's at
he's
center.
got, yeah, and he's got those T-Rex arms.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why
Yeah.
he can't he messes up on the hike all the time because his arms ain't long enough. It's like a
On the
T-Rex.
snap, yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's that, but I just feel like when we go into this season, if we could solidify one of the guard spots with somebody who's available, make the move. And I think honestly, I think they're trying to do their due diligence, and Greer's trying to get a guy in. I just don't know if anybody's available right now.
And you know what? And this is the thing, and that's why I was reminding people, because the deadline is coming up in 13 days, ladies and gentlemen. August 27th, all NFL teams have to cut down from 90 to 53 by 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 27th. What's gonna happen? It's gonna be a free fall because all those guys gotta go through the waiver wire, and then those that don't get picked up, then the teams can go ahead and start looking at players. How many players are gonna get cut? A ton of players. And I think, in my opinion, I think Greer is kind of biting his tongue right now, keeping an eye out on other teams and maybe who might be available, quote unquote, after that cut, to maybe perhaps bring him in for like a practice squad position and kind of just test him out before the season officially starts. But I'm with you. I'm with you, CB. We need at least one guard to
Yeah,
lock down his position. So that way, if we are stuck with Liam at center, we can switch out the opposite side. And right now,
yeah,
we don't have that. We
and
don't
Would
I
we
have
have
and
been
I
able to get that guy from Iowa last year? The number one center coming out?
that. Oh, don't talk to me about Graham. Was it Graham? I think it was Graham, if I'm not
I mean,
mistaken.
were we able to get him
no, I don't
or
think
no?
so.
No. We would
No,
have had we not picked Chop
right.
Robinson, but
Or
we picked Chop in the first round. But yeah, that was
so he
Graham.
went quick then.
Hey, well, Miss Fins, I just wanted to come up real
Mhm.
quick and support you. Hey, do me a favor, everybody, hit that like button for Miss Fins. She's working,
Right.
putting the work in. I appreciate you. You guys have a great day.
Thank you, TV. Thank you for
Later
coming
on.
up, man. I appreciate you coming up. I'll see you soon.
All right,
And
see
go
you. Have a
check
good
him
one.
out, guys. He's got awesome, awesome, awesome content in his own channel. Super funny, man. Awesome, awesome guy. Like, absolutely awesome guy. And then he's also doing stuff over there with TD as well. So definitely great, great, great content over there for you
TD
guys.
and Doug.
Yeah, with TD and Doug, exactly, with the Dolphins Roundtable. So go check them out because it's amazing content. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, I got a skedaddle here, but I wanted to at least, kind of bring this up because I thought this was important for us to discuss because of where we're at right now. And I asked you guys with the O line, with Jones at left guard, Liam at center, Jack Driscoll at right guard, is that good? 56% of you guys said no, 43% said yes. And it kind of lets me know the same thing that I was feeling before, that right now we're in a predicament, and I still think that Greer is looking at players that are going to be getting cut. And I believe, because I know my
I believe in.
yes, I know my GM. I do believe he's looking at certain guys that might be getting cut in other teams that will probably try to bring in after that waiver wire and bring him into
Somebody
maybe
would
signing
cut.
them.
That's good.
Oh yeah, somebody will get cut because you can't sign everybody. You're literally cutting from 90 to 50. That's 37 players times 32 teams. You're talking about well
Right. Right.
over. I can't do math like that right
A lot. A lot.
now. A lot, like a lot. That's all I can say. Like 500
It's
something. Nah, that's
it's
gonna piss me
it's
off. Hold on. 37 by 32.
see,
Okay,
I'm not even
I was in the 900s. I was like, I think it's 900, and then you add this. Okay, 1,184 players are going to be getting cut by October 27th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think we can find at least one or two guards, or maybe even a center. You know what I mean?
yeah, a guard and a center.
A guard and a center. And remember,
That,
this will be practice squad positions, because we
yep.
still got the 16 positions that we got to go ahead and fill, and we will do so with those gentlemen. We'll obviously sign back guys that we already have in house that we like, and then definitely, I already know my GM. He knows he's got to find a guard and a backup center, so we got to make it happen. And that's what I
Personally, I
expect.
mean, we have what, 2 first rounds next year?
I believe so. I believe so.
Pick a center with one of
No,
them.
nobody's giving up. Did you not just hear what CB said? What the hell? CB literally just said it. No one that's worth
Right.
that is gonna be getting.
I
They're
know.
too cheap and too important to be giving out even for a first round. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not willing to give up a first round. No, 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 no. No, no,
Uh,
no. I'm not
it
willing to
depend.
give up a first round right
No, 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 no. I'm saying next year's draft. I ain't giving up a first.
To get him next year. Oh, they should have
Yeah.
got him this year because this year had better
No,
interior O linemen than next year. But whatever. We'll see. Well, you know what? I will tell you this. They didn't do it the first time, which I was very upset. But I'm so glad that they still got the dude that they got instead of Penny Sewell. They got Waddle. Fine, whatever. This is the second chance, Miami. Mr. Greer, do not disappoint me next season. I swear on all that is holy, you better get me a lineman, sir, because I want to, unlike some people, protect my quarterback. So please, I've been trying to protect this man since 2019. Like, I need
hey,
somebody, and I need multiple somebodies, and I don't mean seventh rounders. I'm talking first round. We should take nothing but 2 first round linemen. Period. Like,
yeah. I mean, you get a guard and a
and a
center.
center. That's all I want. That's all I want in the first round. A guard and a center. Don't give me that. I don't want to see no weapons. I don't want to see nothing. If it ain't a guard and if it ain't a center,
Yeah. I don't want to hear it.
I've got choice words for him. Like, look at this.
But
Garden
Penny Sewell
Bills.
was like he was
Generational? Yeah, I know.
generational. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Whom I
He ain't
wanted?
gonna find,
Who,
huh?
who I literally booed the Waddle pick live in the
Oh,
stadium. I was so pissed
I didn't
because I
care.
wanted to protect Tua.
I didn't mind it, but I didn't care for it. At the same time,
Well, I'm like, we don't gotta
I
be
wanted
the.
because I wanted Penny Sewell.
I'm
I was
like,
like,
we
we
don't have
need
to
Penny
be like the
Sewell.
Bengals just because they got Jamar Chase. Oh, we gotta get Waddle. There were plenty of wide receivers that draft. And I'm like, no, you secure your line. Can you imagine if we had Penn and Sewell right? I mean, don't get me wrong.
Man,
I love Waddle. That's not what I'm saying, people. What I'm saying is I've been trying to protect Tua since before he got here. Like, Red White and Bill says 11 centers have been drafted in the first 40 picks since 2010, I believe, and 10 of them have been All Pro, Pro Bowl, or both. Like, there's a reason why you pick them that high. Those guys that are slotted for that high, you got a very good chance of getting a really good lineman. And that's what
yep,
we need. That's what we need. Yes, AB, good
yep,
morning
yep.
to you. Yes, AB, good morning to you. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, Lance, what are your final words, sir? Because I want to make sure I, let
Uh,
everybody else know.
Fins up,
Finza, I
fins up.
appreciate you. Thank you for coming through, man.
Who we playing?
Who we play next? Okay, so next, ladies and gentlemen, this Saturday coming up, the 17th of August, we are playing the Washington Commanders at 7 p.m. at Hard Rock Stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, I am giving a free ticket in the lower bowl of the stadium. One free ticket. You don't have to pay anything. It's super simple. You just got to take a picture on your phone and show that you're subscribed to Miss Fins on YouTube and post that on Twitter so that you're following me on Twitter and on YouTube. And if you're able to make it, go ahead and put that up there. I will be doing the live drawing on Friday for everybody that fills up. I've already had a couple people show me and tag me. So go ahead and do that. And like I said, it's a lower bowl ticket, guys. You're not in the rafters or anything like that. It was donated to me, and I couldn't go for the Atlanta game, but then my plans changed and I could. So I was like, okay, let me then do the Washington game. So go ahead if you are local and you want to go to the game, absolutely free. You can get a chance. All you got to do is go ahead and screenshot that you are subscribed to Miss Fans on YouTube and put that on X, and then I will go ahead and send put you guys in the little wheel and spin the wheel on it. Now, real quick before we go, Context says I heard people hating on my Chris Brooks potentially playing fullback for us take, especially if Ingle goes down. People act like our offense is conventional. I mean, we had Tyreek line up at tight end last year. You're not wrong, context. I don't mind Chris Brooks at fullback. Will we carry two fullbacks? I don't know. But I do
He's
like
not.
Chris Brooks. He's a thumper, and that's what I like about him.
Yeah, but he's not taking Jalen Wright's.
No, 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 no. You don't get this twisted, ladies
That
and
that
gentlemen. There's not, no, 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 no. Heck, Chris Brooks is not even taking Jeff Wilson's position, and Jeff Wilson might not
uh,
even be in the team.
right.
So, nah, I said
Yeah.
this the second we drafted Jalen Run. I'm like, that's our third running back. I
Yeah.
knew it. The second we drafted him, I knew he was our uh, what do you call it? Our third running back. So I'm excited for him. We gotta see how the Dolphins end up doing it. But ladies and Lance, I appreciate you for coming through, sir. I will catch you on Friday again, sir. Thank you,
All
thank you,
right.
thank you for coming through. And ladies and gentlemen, well, sir, you have yourself a wonderful day.
You
Okay.
too. All right.
Thanks. And ladies and gents, again, this is Miss Phins. I'm Miss Phins. I appreciate you guys for coming through. Thank you so much. Again, we just had a great, great show today. Go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't hit the like button already, hit that like button. If you're watching on Twitter and Twitch, shout out to everybody watching on Twitter and Twitch. Thank you so much for it, guys. You could also support the channel by 1000% free. Just click on the link on my profile and then subscribe to Miss Phins. It really helps. We are trying to get to 1,400 subs as soon as possible. So I appreciate you guys that have subscribed already. So if you guys can go ahead and do it, man, that would be super dope and it will be super amazing. So please go ahead and help out the channel this way, because honestly, I really appreciate it. So thank you so much, guys, for coming through again. This is Miss Phins. I'm Miss Phins. Man, you guys have been awesome. You guys have been awesome. So go ahead and subscribe, like, share the channel. If you are watching the replay, thank you so much for watching the replay. I really do appreciate it. Go ahead and leave me a comment, guys. YouTube loves the engagement, so leave me a comment. I'm working on getting through all my comments, man. I've got so many comments I gotta go ahead and reply to, but I will be replying to all the comments. So go ahead and do so, because you guys are funny, and I love talking to you guys. We'll catch you on Friday, guys. Again, remember, you can get your free ticket to the Washington game on Saturday at 7 p.m. by simply screenshotting that you're subscribed on YouTube and tagging me on Twitter. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. And like always, fins up and bye-bye.